Sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, einen wunderschönen guten Abend aus Saint-Baudel, hier in Frankreich vom Château de Colombe. Und diese Woche geht es um die Details der Küche und eins davon, was fertig ist, ist hinter mir.
Salut à tous, bienvenue à Journey to the Château de Colombe in Saint-Baudel.
And to our English-speaking friends from around the world, welcome to another episode of Journey to the Chateau in Saint-Baudel in France. This week it's all about detail work and one big thing that we finished, and it's right behind us. It's really exciting. So it is slowly, the kitchen is actually coming together.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying, isn't it?
It is.
We actually have cabinets where things are in them. That is lovely. So that, when you get to the point where you can take things off the dining table or the hall, or it has progress and it is so rewarding.
It is.
Welcome to another day of paint projects here at the Chateau. I am repainting the pot rack in French grey, so we have the same color for our doors and trim in the kitchen and that hallway, that goes the Aya kitchen or side kitchen. And we are using Little Green Company, and they have a fantastic there's a tractor coming by. It's a fantastic French grey, and the reason we really love this paint is it's, first of all, it's very environmentally friendly, but even more than that, you have coverage after one coat that is absolutely fantastic. So I mean, we're really impressed by the paint in general, by the quality, and their customer service is fantastic. The delivery times, again, it's absolutely amazing. So I'm not sure. I think we had the question if this paint is available in the United States. I have to say I don't know. So that's something to investigate a bit. And it's so nice out here right now. It's lovely temperature. It's not particularly extra warm, but it's like 59, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So we have 15, 16 degrees here. It is really lovely. And I have already painted the pantry door, twice, and the hinges, everything that goes with it is painted twice. It looks quite lovely already. And the frame, because we are reusing everything that was there, because we would like to keep the integrity of what we have here and not change that much. So even though the cabinets, which are I think from the 80s, they will be gone, and that's no great loss there for us, but so that will be changed, of course. However, it is the original details that we are all keeping or trying to keep. we get to a point where we cannot keep a certain thing, and then we have to deal with it then, not now. So I did polish this because it stood on top of the linen cabinet for quite a while. I used the salt and vinegar component, cleaning method. Worked like a charm, of course. I don't think I'll ever buy another copper cleaning product, really. And there we go. First thing on our... How is it?
Looks great.
Okay, I'm glad. Oh, this is the chocolate. There's the chocolate, so to speak. There. Hey.
Very nice.
Very satisfying. Yay! Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna get our copper pots now.
Okay.
From the moment we saw the chateau and the pot rack, actually, the electronic brochure we got of the chateau, that was something we really, really liked.
Right. We really liked it. And they did have copper pots on the pot rack, right?
And stupid, me didn't say, hey,
We should have asked
can
for
we
those.
buy the copper? But yeah, I have to say, it's just as well, because It is a lot of fun to go and
Hunting for the copper.
and finding our own copper pieces.
Yes.
I don't, we're not people who just go and buy a set or buy this from someone else that already has done something or polished the copper. I'd rather do that myself. That is a lot of fun for me. So no, I don't need to go to anyone else's website and buy something anonymously from that person. We'd rather go to the Brocante, and which we just did.
Right.
Or I did.
Right.
And so finding like an absolutely exquisite, over 100-year-old copper pot, it's so exciting. So that is great. So it's back up. It was there was some repairs we needed to do.
Yes, we had to. It took us a little time to make sure that we were getting it securely in the wall because we don't want that coming down.
Oh, nightmare. Nightmare.
So as you saw, it took us quite a bit of up and down in order to make sure that we were getting that anchored securely into the wall.
Like all our cabinets are anchored in the wall.
Absolutely.
Because someone said, we didn't see this. Did you anchor them? Yes, we did.
Anchored
we're not suicidal.
All of them are anchored in the wall. Yes, they are.
But so yeah, that is, it's so exciting to have this back up.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
And I have space for 7 more pots.
Okay. So, big thing that happened today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this was a big day today because we had so many things going on, delivery things supposed to happen, didn't happen, whatever.
No.
But the one thing that did happen today that was really big was we had the tree guys come back again today.
Yes.
To take more of those trees out that were causing problems and hazardous.
Yes.
To the pigeonnier dovecote.
And our the vacherie, so that big cow
barn, basically.
Cow barn, yes. Milk barn. But we also have a whole area that was just for cows and heifers. We had all of these trees, most of the trees were leaning over the roof and again damaging the pigeonnier base.
Right. And
we're in real danger to, and they're all slowly dying for whatever reason. I mean, it's just, so they came this morning at 8:30.
Yes.
And left at, I think, 5.
Around 5, yeah.
All the small branches were shredded and they took it away, which is great. All the wood is piled up in 3 big wood piles. Cut, ready to split. So now we really regret that we actually left our wood splitter in the United States. Oh, good Lord. But who knew, right? So we have a lot of wood splitting to do, and I think we have firewood for 2 winters.
Oh,
at least.
I'm sure we do.
But it's fantastic because it's the first time we actually can see the pigeonnier completely open, and it gets air and sun, and it will help it to stop the deterioration, slow it down.
Right.
And then we do need to consider if we can apply for status of a historic monument. And we did have a wonderful couple here on Saturday. They're an English-French couple living in England, having a property in Brittany, but they are, she has family here close by, and so they came to visit. And we're talking about this, and then she looked at that pigeonnier and she said, that's a big one. And it is really quite remarkable, and there are not that many that have that size. So it would be nice to see if we can start a fund to restore the masonry, which is not that the biggest deal, but having the roof built and then put on, because it's like this big cone. Madonna comes to mind. Anyway, so that needs to be put up, and that will take a few years, but we will most probably start to do a fundraiser at some point to do this, and this will be open to the public.
Right.
So that's interesting.
Right. And you digress.
I do.
But, so anyway, the tree guys were here today.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, and so have a look.
So Easter weekend in France is big, and I went with Jane and Tony and another wonderful couple that just bought a house in Linia to a big Brocante market, and it was perfect weather. It was, after the winter, people like everywhere in the world came out. Good Lord, it was packed. It was fantastic. And so Jane and I were, the two of us, Tony was off doing his own thing, and we were just strolling along, and I found a copper pot that I liked. I mean, really liked. And talked to the lady, she's darling, and we just, I said, no, you know what, it's a bit too much for me, and we just strolled along, and it was the entire town, which was fantastic, really. So we came back, and it was still there. And this is that pot. Doesn't look like much. I mean, it's, first of all, it's 5 kilos, so that's 12 pounds. And I carried this for an hour and a half. But when you look at the bottom, so this is a repair that was made. And it has a maker's mark here. And the person it was made for, their initials are stamped in here. So we found out that this was made somewhere between 1903 and 1918. It's huge. I mean, it is really quite large. I mean, I could boil my head in it slowly. I have to admit that after an hour and a half, I had a moment when I was not so fond of it anymore because it was...
Yes, because you carried it around while
Yes.
the Brocante while you were shopping, yes.
But it was, and it was just such a lovely encounter with the woman who sold it to me, and it was really, really lovely. And so that is now part of the new collection. I have to get it re-zinked. It's not usable in this stage. So I need to send it off to a company that will clean out the inside and re-zinc it, and then we can use it. Now, once this is actually filled with, I don't know what, beef bourguignon or just the stock, it's gonna be so heavy.
Wow, yeah, no.
But it was so amazing, and I walked we walked for an hour and thought, no copper pots. And I saw one set, it was just a more modern set that nondescript and not usable either. So this one was something that was really quite a highlight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's great. And you can really tell by looking at it how much older it is than most of the other ones we have. I mean, this is really a handmade copper pot. You can really tell that is a handmade.
And the company was, as far as I know, still in existence in 2020. So I need to see if they still make things. But it was made in Paris. It was just it was a great day. It was a good week, wasn't it?
It was a very busy week. It was. So we have other things that we did in the kitchen, which we will include in our Friday episode.
Yes.
Yes. Patrick has started doing some wall tiles.
Yes.
Yes. And I will have finished the cabinet for our kitchen sink by then. It's almost done. It is almost done. So definitely by Friday, we will have those to show you.
Well, it's kind of nice really to have a bespoke kitchen, which is actually, made by cabinets made by Stuart. I think that's really quite remarkable to have that as kind of a very unique feature for us.
Right. Yeah.
So it's fascinating. I hope you like it. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to us and recommend us to your friends and family. That really helps a lot. We see you on Friday, hopefully.
That's right.
And until then, auf Wiedersehen.
Au revoir.
Goodbye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this video, please use the like feature to let us know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our Journey to the Chateau YouTube channel if you would like to see more. Once you've subscribed, You can tap the notification bell in order to ring it, which will allow you to receive all notifications from our channel. Thank you.